Do you ever feel like no one is listening to you? Like no matter what you say or how hard you try, your opinions just don't seem to matter. Our destination is the brightest star in the night sky, a celestial beacon that has captivated humans for millennia. But this is no ordinary star. It has a secret to share with those who dare to listen. Every 157 days, it sends us a message that could change our understanding of the universe forever. But here's the catch. It may seem like just another distant point of light in the night sky, but it's much more than that. As the two stars rotate around their common center of mass, one would periodically pass in front of the other, briefly blocking its light and causing it to appear dimmer. But this theory was soon ruled out. After careful observation, astronomers determined that there was only one star there, not two. This star is a true giant, nearly 10 times larger than our Sun, and emitting over 400 billion times more light. However, this theory didn't hold up either. To understand this, we need to know a little bit about how stars work. Stars produce light by fusing hydrogen into helium in their cores, which releases enormous amounts of energy. This energy travels to the star's surface and then radiates out into space as light and heat. Some experts believe that this mysterious star could be the key to unlocking interstellar communication. If we could figure out how to send messages in binary code, we might be able to communicate with intelligent life forms across the galaxy. But it's fun to think about the possibilities, isn't it? Who knows? Maybe one day we'll receive a message from a distant civilization, and it will all make sense. We have tons of videos about everything from black holes to galaxies and beyond. Whether you're a seasoned space enthusiast or a curious newbie, we've got something for everyone. So click that subscribe button and join our cosmic community. You won't regret it. Others think that the flasher could be a natural metronome for the universe, helping scientists keep time in deep space. This star may seem like just a small blip in the grand scheme of things, but it's actually a reminder that there's always more to discover. So keep looking up at the stars and never stop wondering. You never know what you might find. What do you think this star is trying to tell us? Leave a comment below and let your imagination run wild. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. The rhythmic pulsing of the star could provide a natural reference point for measuring time intervals that are too long or too short for atomic clocks, which are currently the most accurate timekeeping devices we have. Keep watching. Our channel has plenty of videos that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Just take a look at this video about the terrifying sound of a black hole. Or check out this video about a mysterious object that doesn't belong to any galaxy. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment below with your thoughts about the star. We can't wait to hear what you have to say. Thanks for watching. Different colors of light correspond to different temperatures, with blue being the hottest and red being the coolest. While many stars do exhibit some degree of pulsation, the regularity of the flasher's brightness changes was just too perfect to be explained by this phenomenon alone. But what could cause such a dramatic change in temperature? Scientists eventually hit upon an ingenious solution. In other words, the flasher is actually a single star with a giant cloud of gas orbiting around it that blocks our view of the star's true color every 157 days. What if the star's surface was covered in a layer of hot gas that expanded and contracted periodically, blocking the hotter blue light from escaping and allowing the cooler red light to shine through? This would explain why the star appeared to change, both in brightness and color. It's located in the constellation Aquila, the Eagle, and can be seen from almost anywhere on Earth except for the South Pole. Its official name is Sigma Aquila, but it has a less technical nickname, the Flasher. And that's not surprising considering its habit of suddenly brightening every 157 days. But perhaps the most exciting possibility is that the flasher could be a sign of extraterrestrial intelligence. Imagine for a moment that we read not alone in the universe, and that there are other civilizations out there just like ours. What if this star is their way of communicating with us? Maybe they're trying to tell us something important, or maybe they're just saying hello. Most of us are too busy staring at our phones or just not looking up in the night sky often enough to actually hear what it is saying. If so, maybe it's time to look up to the stars for some guidance. Because they're S1 star in particular that has been sending us a very clear message every 157 days. Enter Dr. Charles Haley, an astronomer from Columbia University who had a unique idea, and guess what he found? The star wasn't just changing brightness, it was also changing colors slightly from blue to white to red and back again. Each color shift coincided with the regular dimming of the star, suggesting that there was a cyclical change happening inside. Instead of focusing on the star's brightness, what if he analyzed its color? Surely there must be some change in the star's appearance that we were missing, right? And most people are completely oblivious to its meaning. So what exactly is this star trying to tell us? And what does it mean for the future of humanity? Well, let's dive into the data and find out. Fasten your seatbelts and prepare for takeoff because we are about to embark on an interstellar journey unlike any other. It all started back in 2003 when scientists discovered something strange was going on with this seemingly ordinary star. At first glance, it looked like any other bright point of light twinkling from afar. The intervals between the sudden bursts of brightness were not exactly 157 days, but instead were consistently longer by a few minutes. This discovery suggested that the star wasn't just randomly flashing, but was actually communicating with us in a language we didn't understand yet. Scientists realized that if they could decode this language, they could unlock secrets of the universe that had never been known before. But as researchers began observing it more closely, they noticed that its brightness would suddenly increase dramatically every 157 days, like clockwork. This strange phenomenon puzzled astronomers who could unfigure out why the star's brightness was changing so predictably. They knew that stars don't just randomly start flashing like Christmas lights. There had to be a perfectly natural explanation. As they continued to monitor the star, they noticed something even more peculiar. But before we delve into what exactly this star is trying to tell us, let's take a closer look at the star itself. But what causes this strange behavior? At first, scientists thought that the star might be a binary system, meaning that it's actually two stars orbiting each other. Next, they considered the possibility that the star could be pulsating, meaning that its brightness would increase and decrease naturally due to changes in its internal structure. At this point, scientists were stumped. They needed a new perspective, a fresh set of eyes to look at the problem from a different angle. To test his hypothesis, Haley built a custom instrument called the multi-channel Canopus photometer, which could detect even the slightest variation in the star's color. But why were these changes only noticeable in certain colors? So as the flasher goes through its 157-day cycle, something is happening to its surface that makes it temporarily cooler and redder. And get this, the exact length of the cycle matched the orbital period of an invisible companion object that was gravitationally tugging on the star. Now that we understand the flasher's strange behavior, let's talk about what it means for the future of humanity. In fact, scientists have already used the flasher to measure time intervals with unprecedented accuracy, while testing the theory of general relativity. Of course, this idea is highly speculative, and there's no concrete evidence to support it. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the universe, one thing is clear: there's still so much we don't know. And if you want to learn more about the fascinating world of astronomy, be sure to check out our channel. Now it's time to hear from you. If you're feeling inspired after watching this video and want to learn more about the amazing discoveries happening in the world of science and technology, I have good news for you.